What's up guys, ATCG here, welcome back. Today I'm bringing to you something that a lot of people asked, and you wanted to see how my Dragon Maid deck works. You asked for some combos. I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to show you some test hands and see together how consistent and how powerful the deck is, and show you at the same time what the end board and how the deck's supposed to be played. So, before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, and now let's get started. So to make this an actual test hand video, I'm going to shuffle the deck right here and see together the hands we can draw. I think I'm going to do like 3 hands. Yeah, I think 3 are pretty okay. And I'll show you the most efficient turn 1 board as well as the follow-up that you're supposed to have. Cut. And let's see. So we have Dragon Shrine, Recharger, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Lorpar, and Monster Reborn. So it's pretty good. That's basically the full combo. So you're going to start, usually you want to summon any level 4 lower dragon, because by doing this you can summon your Striker Dragon, and with your Striker you're going to search your field spell. Here it is. So the next step is to try to go for Romulus. So because I have this, I can easily make Romulus and LP because I don't need to summon Pisty because of Guard Dragon. So by activating it, I can bring back the Recharger, and now with these two, I can summon Romulus. And Romulus will either give you a search for Divine Lance or your Ravine. For this scenario, I will just go for the Divine Lance. And I'll equip it onto Romulus, and the Divine Lance will equip Phalanx from the deck. Now when Phalanx is equipped, it can special summon itself from the equipped zone, and you can make this into LP. Now you're going to use Romulus' second effect, which is when a link is summoned on its marker, you can special summon a monster from your hand. It cannot activate its effect, and it cannot be used as link material, but I'm going to use this for Xyz material, so I'll special summon Lorpar. She's already a level 8, but it doesn't matter because any monster would work right now. And I will use World Legacy Guard Dragon to move the LP, and now I can use LP's effect to summon Galactic Spiral. Now because of Spiral's effect, if you summoned any monster with your Romulus, you could just make it a level 8, so it wouldn't matter that it's already a level 8, because you can use effect, make it a level 8, and go for a 38 right here. Now after you go for your 38, your next step is to try to go for your Savage, because you already have your Heavenly Spheres, you can just summon it right away. Now since I do have the Dragon Shrine, and I don't think I'll use the Monster Reborn, I'll just Shrine away and send Absorouter, because when Absorouter hits the grave, you can search for any rocket, so you'll set your Tracer, and this is where the field spell comes in, because you can just use your field spell, special summon up to 2 rockets from your hand in defense, then use Tracer, pop your World Legacy Guard Dragon, special summon Magna Rocket, and now with these two, you're going to Synchro Summon Savage. Savage will equip the Romulus, so he has 2 counters. So you have a Universal Negate, a Spell Negate, and a Bounce that will give you a follow-up. 2 good things about this field: it cannot get super polyed. You have a Light Dragon, another Light Dragon, and a Dark Dragon. You cannot use Super Poly on this. And the second thing is that in a normal Dragon Link deck, usually you run out of resources very easily. But when you tribute this card, that's when you start to really play the Dragon Maid deck, because you can send special summon any dragon from your deck. So if you special summon Lorpar, then you can send anything. So since you already have the since you already have the Lorpar in the grave to attack her out, I am going to send the fusion spell, the changeover. If your opponent enters battle phase, then you can just use her effect, get her back in your hand, do a special. If you detach this to redirect the attacks, then you can bring it back. If you didn't, that's fine, because they can just attack this and this will stay on the field, so it doesn't really matter. So let's say even if they didn't do that and you still have the Lorpar in the grave on the field, and you cannot tag out your Parlor, that's basically fine. because what you can do is like during the next turn, I won't even draw. Because of changeover, you can use this, get it back to your hand to get your changeover back. And now what you have is that you can basically fuse whatever you want. So if I use the changeover, then I can get the house key, so I can basically clear my opponent's board. So let's say my opponent managed to clear this. So you can just summon this. Let's say I draw a card, it doesn't really matter. It's a hospitality, that's even better. But with your Lorpar, with your Parlor, you will send your Nazari. So since you already have the Lorpar in the grave, you can tag out one monster. So that's basically what you need. So now you're going to link this away for Pisti. You won't use Pisti's effect, just want to link away your Parlor, because what you're going to do is you're going to use your Hospitality to bring back your Nazari, and then you can send the appropriate attribute. So you will send this to the grave, and now Nazari will trigger, and you will bring back your Parla. Now what you can do is you can change over. You need a Dragon Maid and a dragon. So you're going to summon another Spheres. If you have, you can make this, or if you fusion summon and go for game, you can summon Housekey, depending on what you need. You can either use changeover or not. If you can go for game, I suggest using changeover, because this is basically an OTK, but if your opponent has a board that cannot really be destroyed by Housekey's effect, then summoning the second Heavenly Spheres is really good, because you can just bounce a monster and get another monster from your deck. Now I'll use Monster Reborn to bring back your Parla, and during the battle phase, both of these will tag out. So you can summon your Urnus and your Lorpar. Housekey will pop 2 monsters, and you basically have an OTK. It's 26, 27, 53, and 3000. That's 83 damage, and you could still use your Wood Sector launch to bring back any kind of rockets from your grave, depending on how many more monsters your opponent had. So basically, if your opponent manages to clear this board, then you have a lot of follow-up, which in a usual Dragon Link deck, you cannot do much if your starting board gets cracked, because you usually are out of resources. So that was the first hand. Now that I show you the follow-up, I'm just going to show you the starting hands, and you basically have an idea of how every game will go. So let's put these back. Let's shuffle again. Give it a cut. And let's see what we can do with the second hand. So we have Hospitality, Word Legacy Guard Dragon, Changeover, Parla, and Urnus. So basically with this hand, that's when you play the Dragon Maid combo, and that's why you need the extra links. So you're going to summon the Parla to send this. So the extra link monsters help, because you want to link this away for your Striker Dragon. And that doesn't only add you the field spell, but it puts Parla in the graveyard, which is what you want to do. Because when you use Nazari, when you bring back Nazari, you already have the Urnus in the hand, so you can't send anything with Hospitality. But that doesn't matter, because now you're going to use this to bring back the Parla. If you hadn't linked away Parla, then this wouldn't have a target in the grave. So that's basically why you want to link away your Parla. Now you go for your Romulus. Now here, since I already have the Word Legacy Guard Dragon, I don't need to add the Divine Lance. What I do need is a way to get to my Charger, to my Rocket Racer, so I'm going to add Ravine this time. I'm going to do that because this will send the Abzor Router, so this will get me my Tracer. So I'm going to activate this, discard the Changeover because I can get it back whenever I want, send the Abzor Router to the grave, and Abzor Router will get Tracer to your hand. So since this field already has LP, I need to summon Pisti somehow, so I can use both arrows. I'll bring back Nazari with my Word Legacy Guard Dragon. Then I'm going to link for LP and Nazari for Pisti. Now I'm going to use Romulus' effect here to special summon Urnus from the hand. This is a level 7, so this is where the effect of the Spiral will come handy, so you can use now LP's effect to special summon Spiral. Now it's important to do this before you get your Tracer on the field, because Spiral forces all monsters on the field to become level 8. So if you make your Tracer level 8, then you won't be able to Synchro Summon Savage because you have a level 8 and a level 4, so that's 12 and not 8. So you're going to use it now, and you're going to overlay for your 38. Now you're going to link these for Heavenly Spheres. So pretty much you can see that the same thing will happen over again. So now you will activate this. With your Sector Launch, you're going to special summon your Tracer. Now, it's important to not pop this and actually pop the LP with Tracer, because by popping LP, again, you make your field not vulnerable to Super Poly, but if you leave LP on the field, then you will be able to get the materials for Star Venom on your field if you get Super Polyed. So now with these, you Synchro. Once again for Savage. And you will equip Romulus under your Savage. Now you have 0 cards in hand, but that doesn't matter, because when you're going to tribute this, you're going to get the second Nazari from the deck, and Nazari will bring back your Parla from the graveyard. And when Parla is summoned, you can send another Dragon Maid. So you will send your Lorpar, because you already have the Arnus, and now you will tag them both out, Parla for Lorpar. And again, this is in under 38, so you get 2 cards, you get 3 cards out of your spheres, and if they attacked anything, you can detach this, then you can tag her out as well, and then during the next turn you can normal summon her, get another Dragon Maid from the grave, and basically do the exact follow-up I showed you during the last hand. So as you can see, the deck is not like your opponent can outgrind you if they just want to set some cards, because even if they manage to get through this board, then they will still be at the threat of being OTK during the next turn. So I'll do one more. Let's see if we can make the same field 3 times in a row. And with so many extenders, because I play 3 Guard Dragon, 3 Hospitality, Monster Reborn, Darkness Metal, all the rockets in the hand that can be special summoned with a field spell, you can play through a lot of negates. I was able to play through Altergeist boards, going second, and still managing to even OTK during the first turn. So the deck has some really impressive stuff. Oops, there's a Spiral. And with Master Rule 5, this deck will be a little bit better, because you will be able to summon your Savage in the main monster zone first to be able to bait Nibiru, because your opponent will be forced to Nibiru there. Because Nibiru right now is kind of a problem. You can still do some stuff, but you have to play a little bit weird to play around Nibiru. And with the new Dragon Maid Strahl, the Dragon form of Husky, the new fusion monster, you will be able to fusion summon it first in the main monster zone, which can gate anything, so you can play Nibiru, around Nibiru now that way, because the support the deck is going to get in Eternity Code is absolutely amazing. So, give it a cut, and let's see. So we have Recharger, Magna Rocket, Hospitality, Lorpar, and Tracer. That's kind of a bit weird, because I drew all the rockets. That's why you need to play different names of these, because you can special summon 2 different names from your hand with your field spell. So I'm going to summon Recharger, summon Striker, and search Revolve Wood Sector. Now I'm going to activate that. Now you could use Hospitality, but you can just go for the play to bring out the rockets. And with these, you summon Romulus. Since you already have access to your Tracer, you don't need to add your Ravine to get to Spiral in the grave, because you can get Spiral with LP. So you will search your, I can put Phalanx here because I'm going to use it. Search your Divine Lance, equip Romulus, equip Phalanx, special Phalanx, LP Pista this way. Now you don't need to use your Hospitality, because Romulus will just special Lorpar from. What you do need to do is to use LP, special summon your Galactic Spiral. But in this hand, you cannot do what I did earlier and overlay right now, because what that's going to do, it's going to clog Pisti's arrow, so you won't be able to get back your Tracer to get to your Savage. So what you want to do with this hand is you're going to link these 2 for your Triple Burst. and you're going to use Spiral's effect to bring itself back from the grave, because I control 2 or more Dark Dragons, so I bring it here. If you needed to use its effect to make this level 8, you would use it now, because before you bring back your Tracer, like I said, you don't want to make your Tracer level 8, but it's already level 8, so I don't need to do it. So now I can just use Pisty, bring back the Tracer, and now I'll use these to link your Heavenly Spheres. And it's important to summon Heavenly Spheres and 38 before you use Tracer's effect. Don't forget that, because Tracer will lock you into dark monsters from the extra deck, so you won't be able to do it. So now again, you pop the LP to make sure you play around Super Poly. You special summon the 3rd rocket that's left in the deck, because I play 3 different non-tuners level 4s, play Magna Rocket, Silver Rocket, and Recharger. And again, you summon your Savage, and here, since you went into your triple burst, you will actually have 1 extra counter on your Savage and some more attack points. You still have your Volwood Sect on the field to follow up, you still have the Hospitality in your hand for another follow-up, and again, like I said before, Heavenly Spheres will get you to pretty much any Dragon Maid, so you can do the follow-up, do the exact same thing, and OTK with Husky. So, yep, as you can see, the deck is very consistent. You have to be innovative, every hand is not the same, but basically pretty much every hand can do the same in a different way. It needs a little bit of learning, but if you're really interested in the deck, then I'm pretty sure you can use all the time and you have available to use it, get to learn it. It took me a while to be able to figure out the optimal plays with the deck. The key is to not try to play the deck like it's supposed to be played. Like when you do all those battle phases tag out, that is not the optimal way to play any other deck. Konami gives us a way to play the deck, but some decks just are better being used with all the generic support to be able to make the board you desire. So, yep, that's the video, guys. A lot of you requested it, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see a lot more videos, and we'll see you next time.